What's up, YouTube? So today I bring a complex topic: what makes a player collectible? This is a question that I frankly don't have the best answer, but I want to share with you my critical thinking on the topic. This was actually part of a Q&A I did on my Patreon community, link below the video if you want to join, but I thought it was very important to bring to the YouTube space. If you agree with me, do not forget to leave a like, really means a lot. If you are new to the channel, also consider to subscribe. Let's put all of that out of the way, let's go into the video and I hope you have fun. What makes a player to have a strong market? Cristiano Ronaldo is by far the most famous player, but does not translate into bigger prices. Messi and Pelé have stronger markets, for example. What's your opinion on this? Well, this is a very, very complex question, not gonna lie. One of the most difficult questions I got on this Q&A on Patreon, but I will try to share my perspective with you on this one. Look, let's start with the obvious thing, and I know I already said that, but it's a very complex question. It's not one variable, but several. Some of the variables that I believe are important, but I'm missing a lot of variables. Be aware of that. But let's start with the most obvious one: greatness. This is very, very obvious, and normally this will also translate into popularity, not all the time, but most of the time, specific for the top players. I'm aware that Pelé and Maradona may not have the same following as Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, but trust me, they are super popular among the soccer community. Messi, Ronaldo, Pelé, Maradona are the most obvious players that get 10 out of 10 on this one. Talking about what? Talking about greatness. Either you agree or not, the market puts more relevance on Pelé and Messi greatness. There is a lot of reasons for that. I think, okay, I will go into that, even though I always regret to share my perspective about the GOAT market. But I think Messi winning the World Cup and putting him in a different level than Cristiano Ronaldo, apart from that, have more Ballon d'Or. So greatness seems a bit stronger on Messi. Also, the pure talent tends to be something that people enjoy about Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo is more hard work, even though he's also super talented. And Pelé, let's be real, the man won 3 times the World Cup. World Cup is the most important trophy in the soccer world, so of course that record is so crazy. And apart from that, was the first major star in soccer. That plays a huge role. Maradona is also great, Cristiano Ronaldo is also great, but I also believe if you try to not be super biased about the soccer card market, you can understand why Messi and Pelé are the main players, one in pre-modern/modern, the other in the vintage market. Now popularity. Look, popularity/relevance for the culture will always be a very, very important variable. Even if connected with greatness, sometimes this can be overrated. Since collectors are not the typical follower on Instagram or any other social media. Also important to notice that some players have a huge fan bases, but also a lot of haters. Neymar is actually a good example of this. So let me say this right away. I'm actually a fan of Neymar. I think Neymar is a fantastic player, a player that I really, really like to watch. But I'm also aware that some people really, really hate Neymar. They cannot stand the way he conducts his life. Again, not going very deep into those type of topics, but we all are aware of that. This will be another point that I would bring for Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi, and maybe some people will disagree on this one. I believe Cristiano Ronaldo is more famous than Messi, but because of his personality, a bit more, for some people, even though I disagree, I have to say, a bit arrogant. Of course, there will be people that do not like Cristiano Ronaldo's personality as a player is incredible, and I have to say this quite clear, one of the GOATs, but popularity can be good and bad, okay? Saying that popularity is always good, I think is a bit short-minded. Now, collectability. Certain players just have better markets in terms of cardboard. With time, I started to love the Maradona Pog, for example, the one you are seeing on the screen, but I'm also aware that a lot of collectors don't like it and will never buy it, and it is what it is. That affects the Maradona market for sure. For example, if you look at the Messi market, I think is a much better one than the Maradona market. Same goes for Pelé, same goes for Cristiano Ronaldo, so that will be something that I would say does not play in favor of Maradona, even though the 78 cards people tend to like. Players like Messi, R9 or even Pelé, they have amazing markets specific for the rookie market, since they have cards that everyone can afford, others that are a bit more rare, but overall good liquidity. Actually, I want to bring I could bring Messi example, but I think Pelé is even better. If you look at the Pelé market, we have rookies that are really, really difficult to find. If you go, I'm not even talking about the 57s. Forget about those. Those are so rare that I don't even count them. But let's say the 58 Americana, that's a really difficult card to find. There is condition rarity, maybe there is strong rarity / true rarity. But in the other end, you have cards that are also beautiful, that are also rookie cards like the Aquarella, that everyone, I understand it's not everyone, but you guys get the point. If you really want, you can afford. I mean, for 1K to 2K right now, you may be able to find a copy. And I think that's quite nice. So with that in mind, I think certain players, they have better markets rarity. And rarity, to be fair, is very connected with collectability. So this is also a major variable related with collectability. Like I said, having key cards that are too scarce without alternatives is not great. You need some balance. And an example I can bring to the table is Di Stefano. I don't think anyone disagrees that Di Stefano is most likely a top 10 player. You can even make an argument, a GOAT type of player. But take a look at his rookie market. Is amazing if you actually have a lot of money, if you actually have the cards. But for the regular guy collecting vintage, it's almost impossible to obtain the rookie cards for him. And I think this affects his market, even though maybe in the future, with our market expanding, this will not be true, and I'm aware of that. But for now, affects his market. A lot of people, and I put myself into that, maybe you relate with me, they like to, when they start to collect a player, the first card they want is a rookie, is a true rookie. And if you cannot find that, that may put you away of that player's market. That happens to me with Di Stefano. But you also have players like Zidane, that I think they have a nice balance of rarity. The Zidane, honestly, is a very interesting case because there is just one rookie for him, but he's, I would say, fairly available, even though if our market grows, that also may change. And he's a player that, yes, greatness is there, rarity is also there. Rarity in the sense that, okay, no true rarity, but there is condition rarity. I can actually have a card that in the long run will perform better, and a card that I can find now. That's quite amazing. That's the perfect balance. Now, hey guys, quick pause on this one. First of all, hope you are enjoying the video. If that's the case, do not forget to leave a like, but let me share with you two things. The first is I have a Patreon community that is growing super fast. I put a lot of content there. If you joined right now, you pay around $10, but you have access to more than 100 exclusive videos. It's an amazing place to learn about the soccer card market, and you also support the channel. Link below the video and also in the comments. The second thing is my Discord server. We are more than 1,000 members. I'm gonna say it again, 1,000 members. And it's an amazing community, an amazing place to interact with me, to interact with other collectors, to learn and share about the soccer card market. Similar to Patreon, link will also be below the video. If $10 is a lot of money to you, don't feel pressure to join the Patreon. For me, it's not super relevant. Of course, I would love to see you there, but at least join the Discord. That's totally free and is an amazing place to learn about the soccer card market, like I said a couple of seconds ago. Now let's continue with this one, and I hope you have fun. To finalize my thoughts on this, at the end of the day, this is a too complex topic and is a mix of several things. The most important thing is to put time into the market and try to understand what collectors prefer. I was talking about this in another question. Try to understand collector's grade. Try to understand investing grade. All of that can be difficult, but all of that will be really good for you moving forward into the soccer card market. The beauty of our market is how diverse and broad it can be. Although I think that Messi and Pelé will be the two crucial players in our market probably forever. That's my perspective, even though I could be wrong. I already have explained my vision in several videos. Go to my channel and check that. I'm also open-minded to the fact that other narratives may emerge. And this is the most important message on this question. Never feel discouraged from collecting another player / set just because me or another influencer in the soccer card market is very relative. Let's be real, we are all kind of small, but let's say other influencer on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever the platform, doesn't agree with you. Does not matter. We all have bias. I have recently received some criticism about the fact that I think the gap between Ronaldo and Messi could increase even further in the next 12 months, and let me be clear with my speculation there. I could be wrong. So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, and honestly is actually showing my weak side. I also have doubts. Do I'm totally sure that the Ronaldo gap to Messi will increase in the next 12 months? I'm not sure about that. I believe that will happen because I see more catalysts for the Messi market. The next Ballon d'Or, potentially winning something with Miami, being favorites in the Copa America, playing in America, I believe is a huge factor. The release of the MLS cards. I think all of that are catalysts that Ronaldo is lacking right now. And that's just my perspective. But I have a perspective that has some reason behind it. But that does not mean it will be the correct one. So that's why I'm trying to share with you. At the end of the day, if you think, look, I believe the popularity of Ronaldo will make him the biggest player in the market, I respectfully disagree with you. But if you believe that, if you have a very fundamental opinion there, well, go forward. I mean, I will not be the one that's saying you should not do it. But thank you so much for the question. I thought it was a great one.